Hey everyone, we got a couple of minutes before we get started here. Hey Naomi, so glad you're here. And Patricia, glad you're here as well. I'm just kind of getting things set aside and ready to go here. How is everybody today? If you want, please share this video so others can find us as well. I would greatly appreciate that. What are y'all working on? Hey Kim, so glad to have you here. I'm getting everything kind of lined out here. My idea of anyway of what I want to do. Just kind of laying things around. Let's see here. Hey Jules. Hey Sherry. Hey RJ. Angel, maybe? Catlin. So good to have you here. Hello, hello, hello. Give this video a thumbs up. Share it with your friends. Let's see. You can... Okay, good. I got it right. You can also follow me on Facebook. You can follow me on Patreon. I'm going to give you a few links so that you can use those to connect with me if you like. It's been a busy day around here. Been a busy weekend. How about y'all? Hey, Jamie and Georgia and Les and Leslie, I know that, and Lori. So I'm going to try to do something here. I have a list here that I'm going to put everybody's name on when I think of it. And we're going to do a giveaway at the end. So I'm going to put Davis and green leaf. So make sure that if you are watching that you say hello. That's all you have to do to be entered into a drawing for a little giveaway. I'm going to give away, I'll show you here in just a moment, a tag I have made. Actually, I've got two, so I may be able to pick two winners here. So I'm just kind of writing everybody's name. How is everybody? What have you been doing? Let's see, Jamie. I had to scroll back up, so I may not see your message just yet, but I'm working on getting the list here. Hopefully I didn't miss anybody. Okay, Les. More and Lori. So you can see me writing everybody's name. I put a number by each name, and what I'll do is I'll ask someone to help me with a number generator. Maybe I'll do it. I don't know. It depends on how busy I get. Hey, Kylie. Hey, Susie. Hey, Carol. Cool. And we've got my world and OKC. Hey, Tammy. So glad to have you here. And Annika. Let's see. D-U-M. This may prove to be too much for me to keep up with everybody. But I think I'm getting there. Let's see if I've got any more. It's going to be handmade by from Lisa. From Lisa. I may have to stop. Y'all going to keep me busy. So what's everybody been doing? Are y'all ready for Halloween? We're not going to really do anything around here. We're in an older neighborhood in Yukon, Oklahoma, and we don't get a whole lot of trick-or-treaters. Most of them end up going through one of the churches or even the school. They have programs and stuff. All right, so let me go D-O-D-I-P-C. And did I already get Jules journals? I think so, but so glad to have you here, Les. Oh, hey, Mariana. So glad to have you here. All right, so I think, oh, Giselle. I haven't got Giselle yet. I'm getting everybody that's at least commented. And Sandra. Did I get you already? We'll do that. All right, so I'm getting everybody's name on here. And I think I'm going to have to stop for a moment. But you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to do a drawing. So let me scroll up here. Hello, Liz and Karen and Faye and Susie. Oh, I'm sorry you're sick. I hope you feel better. You know, Naomi, if you want to, let's see, I start with, if you want to take down some names, if you go up through the list, I've already got Giselle and Mariana, and then I think I got Sandra Lewis. She's the last one I got. If you want to get everybody else's name after that, Naomi, I'd greatly appreciate it. And what we'll do is that number will start at number 26. So I got the first 25. If you'll get 25, 26 and after, that would be perfect. So Laura, hello, and Catherine. So I'm so glad that each of you can be here. Hey, I'm so glad that Tammy sent you here, Crafty Mom 15. Again, if you want to share this video with anybody, you can. And so I'm scrolling. So glad to have you here, Safa and Heidi. Wow, Christina. Yay, so glad to have you here. Okay, so we're going to give away, all right, I've already lost them. I have 2 tags. These tags were made from the gel prints that I made in our last video. Okay, so I've made several tags. I had a giveaway on Facebook, and I gave away 4, actually. I've given away 4. I did the YouTube video from last week. Somebody won. And then I had 3 different posts on Facebook. So each group got one of those tags. So we're going to give away 2 of these tags from here. And I'll just kind of tell what I've done is, and that way this gives a chance for Naomi to go back and write down some names. So I have a piece of cardstock here. I took a gel print and I cut it to tag size, and before I attached it to the card, I stamped on the top with a diamond stamp, and then on top of that I stamped and embossed. So I used this stamp on top and embossed, and then I sewed it down to the tag. Then I took a heart template that I just kind of freehand drew a while back, and I cut out a heart out of another piece of gel print paper, and then I overstamped that with a butterfly and embossed that. And then I used, these are from Diane, I think. I have to remember who these are by. These are from Ranger Dilutions, clear stamps. And I used one of these stamps on here. I've got them on clearance a long time ago. So it's just kind of fun. Hey, Austin. And so I thought, well, I would just go ahead and make a couple of extra tags and have those ready for the end of the show. So awesome. So glad to have you here. All right. So here's what I'm doing today. Norella let me know that one of the other design team girls had asked for a kit of items that could be used for 30 days of Thankful. 30 days of Thankful. And that's available in Norella's shop. The link is in the description box of this video. So if you want to get this, you can. I also used a couple of pages from Simply Autumn, and when I printed them, I didn't realize that I had my printer set on 2-sided, and so it printed 2-sided, but it printed them upside down. So I cut them apart and decided to make a different look by adding washi tape. So if you ever have a piece of paper that you want to put in a journal and it's just not quite big enough, but you want that whole image, you can washi tape two pieces together. You could take a scrap of paper even and glue it to both pieces to make those one piece of paper. So that's something I want to suggest you can do. I'm so glad that each of you are here. So that was one thing that I was doing, was I was going through all my paper. So this is from one of my spray box. This is a photocopy of another piece of art that I've been working on, and I ended up scanning it in, and I've just trimmed it down. Here's one of the gel prints I made before our live stream. And then this is a 12 by 12 sheet of scrapbook paper that I did a score at the bottom and folded up and glued down the sides, and that'll be a page. Hey, Robin, so glad to have you here. Here's another one of the Calico collage images. And even though this side is really upside down, it should be going this way because this is a flower. I thought, you know, I can go ahead and use it. It'll just be interesting at the top, don't you think? And then here's another out of my spray box. And let's see, what do we have here? This is another gel print. And then this one, the image on the reverse side could not be used because it was upside down completely. So I fussy cut that out and attached it to a page out of a dictionary. And then on the back side, the piece that was on the back, but kind of up here, I trimmed out and put at the bottom. And then this is one of the 30 days of thankful. And then I just added a piece of paper. So today, what we're going to do is I'm going to basically build a journal that I'm going to use in the month of November. And if you want to follow along, you can make your own little journal. And then I'm going to have little prompts every day that I'll post on. I haven't decided if I'm going to post it on Patreon or Facebook. I may post it on Patreon and then share it to Facebook and Twitter and Instagram. Pardon me, I had to get some water. And then I may occasionally do a video showing that day, but I won't do one every single day, I don't think. So let's get started. So glad to have you here and glad you're watching. And yeah, and it's an awesome paper, I think. Here's my first 5 days that I have written down. And basically, I'm making up a list of things to be thankful for. So for one, we would have number one, who has helped you that you wish to thank? And then I have a quote. It says, the only people with whom you should try to get even are those who have helped you. And that's from John E. Southard. And then I have other dates. So these are my first 5 that I've written down. And so I thought I would share those with you guys. And then throughout this 30 days, you'll actually get to see me writing in my journals. Yes, Austin, I do write in my journals. I'm so glad you're here, Tammy. Hey, Norella. Hey, you want to share a link to the 30 days of thankful, and then also share a link to Simply Autumn if you have that availability. If not, it's in my description box. Thank you. So if that's something that's interesting to you, me sharing a little prompt every day for you to write and showing a picture, if not a tutorial of me working in this journal, then, let me know. Give me a thumbs up and tell me that you're interested in following along. And I'll create a event on Facebook, okay? So that way we can hang out together and do this. So Norella with Calico Collage is sharing her Etsy shop and some of the items that she has, okay? All right, so let's kind of get started here. What I do when I create a kit or journal from a kit, I trim the pages that are in the kit because when they print, unless you've got your printer set to do edge-to-edge printing, there may be a little bit of a white space around the outside. That's what I do. So the reason being that I don't always give you exact measurements of a journal is because it might be different from you, and I don't want you to feel that pressure that it has to be a certain size. It doesn't. It's whatever you want it to be, okay? So what I do is I trim them all down, and then once I've done that, I will trim other papers to be the same size. And they may be just a little bit slightly smaller, a little bit bigger here and there, but for the most part, they're about the same size. And then what I like to do, because that's the way I do things, is I like to decorate my pages before I put them together. And so if you want to decorate yours first, you can. If you want to put the journal together and then decorate the pages, that's up to you completely, okay? So for this journal, what I decided was I wanted to have at least what I would consider a page. So whenever you have a page in a journal, when you take a piece of paper and fold it in half, and this part's going to be in the spine, you have 4 pages. 1, 2, 3, and 4. That's how they're numbered in a book. If you buy one, you'll see numbers on them. That's what they are. So I wanted to have at least 30 pages that I could write on. So I put a little bit, about 9 sheets of paper in here. So Ellen's want to know is, do you print front and back, or do you glue another piece on the backs? It depends on what my mood is and what I'm doing. As I said a moment ago with the 2-sided prints, I did print these 2-sided. Sometimes I will go to my computer, and I will show you that on something else that I'm working on. And I will print lines on the other side. But you don't have to. That's just up to you, okay? If you want lines, you can put them on there. Some people will glue other pieces of paper on there, like I did with that page. So this was actually a dictionary page, and I pasted other things on, so I knew I could write a little bit here, and I could write a little bit there, okay? And some people do cardstock. I do copy paper. I like the thinner paper. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to start folding these pages in half, and then we'll look at them and see what I want where. I think I'm going to do that. I like to alternate the prints and whatnot. And since I have little elements to glue down, I will be able to decorate all of the pages. All right. Oh, yeah. Norella has a Fans of Calico Collage Facebook group, and you are more than welcome to join that group, especially if you create items using her digital images, or you just want to lurk and watch for inspiration. You can do that as well. All right. Any more questions? Some people do double-sided, some do single-sided. It just all depends upon what your mood is and what you want to do. All right, so I'm getting my pieces of paper somewhat folded together, and then I'm just going to look at these and decide what I want where. I think I want to do something like that. I want some color, and I've got a little pocket here, you know, and since this is going to be a journal where I'm just writing mostly, I don't really want to have a lot of pockets because I plan to attach all of my elements to it. Okay. All right. Thank you, Naomi. I appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. No, Kitty, you didn't miss very much. I'm so glad you're here. I appreciate you coming and watching. So basically, I just folded pieces of paper in half, and now I'm just going to look at it and try to determine, what do I want to do now? How do I want to decorate these pages? Thank you so much. I appreciate it, Naomi. So let's see here. I've got calico collage images. I have some blank images as well. I've got the printed images. So what do you think? Do you think those are some great colors? Do you like those? So basically, I'm just getting my journal started. And I think what I want to do is I want to work on the cover. And that may be what I'll do is I'll work on the cover, and then every day I'll show you how I'm going to do this. You like the colors? I picked the colors based off of the calico collage images from the 30 Days of Thankful. I thought since she had a little bit of orange and yellow and blue, that these would be great colors. And I ended up printing 2 of these kits so that we could have enough for the 30 days, okay? So let's cut this piece of cardstock. It's a piece of 12 by 12 cardstock here. And what I like to do is look at my journal and figure out about how tall it is. And then I want a little bit of a border. So I think 8.5 inches will get me enough. Let's see here. And I know that I'm just going to go ahead and cut this at 11. Oh, fuzzy. Why are you going fuzzy? We're not doing anything but blue paper, y'all. All right, focus. Try not to move it. You should be able to focus. All right, now. Come on. Let me get under there. All right. Now you're focusing. Stay focused. It's funny because I have a friend that the name of his business is all about focus. And sometimes he'll say things to me and I'll say, dude, you need to focus. Okay, so I cut that at 11. So now what I'm going to do is go here to 8.5. And I think I want a little, it's not going to be a very deep pocket, but there'll be a pocket. So again, this is a 12 by 12 piece of paper. So what I'm doing is using my scoring tool, and I'm scoring it at the 8.5 mark. Instead of cutting it, I'm scoring it. Isn't that a great stamp? So now what I'm going to do is take this piece of paper and fold up the edges. And then this should fit top to bottom. So we have a little bit of a border from top to bottom, okay? So I'm going to take a little bit of glue. Since a lot of you don't have a sewing machine, I'm going to show you can make a journal without a sewing machine. I did it for many of my first journals. I just like to sew. So anytime that I share a sewing on a journal, you can glue it into place. You just won't have the decorative stitches, okay? So basically, I'm just gluing this down here like so. And then I'm going to take my cover, and this is just going to be a cardstock cover. I'm going to fold it in half, and I'm just going to finger press it down. And then that will fit inside there, okay? It's got a little bit of a gap on there. I probably could have gotten away with smaller, but I think I'm going to like it. Oh, good. I'm glad you have a sewing machine on your list. Awesome. Oh, I'm sorry, Patricia, that your machine is out of order. I hope you can get it repaired. It may just need to be cleaned. I had to go into my machine and pull out the plate, the needle plate, that where the needle goes down, and clean out a bunch of lint. I had a bunch of lint in there. All right, so I'm looking at this. I'm trying to decide what I want on the cover, and I have a couple of pieces of paper here, and I'm wondering if I could get away. Is that too bright? What do you think? I think I'm going to rip this. We're going to rip it. Rip it good. And we're going to just kind of tear this around. Let's see what we get. What do you think of that? Some bright orange on there. Maybe this little piece on here somehow. Like that. And then how about something like that? What do you think of that, y'all? Do you like that? Okay, so here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to put some distress ink on here. We're going to put just a little bit on the edges. And you don't have to use distress ink. You know, people were asking me what could they use. You can use a re-inker from one of your other stamp pads. You could use Tattered Angels Glimmer Mist. You could use paint. One lady was using shoe polish. You don't have to use any one particular thing. You'll just understand what the limitations of each product is. Austin was asking me about the permanence of distress inks. And yeah, they'll kind of rub off, but I haven't really seen or experienced the ink rubbing off on your hands, you know, a month or so later after creating one of the journals. And I haven't really seen where it has caused a problem. Now, I would be careful with other products out there that aren't made for scrapbooking at all, but for the most part, it's going to work, I think. Here comes the ink. Yes, Patricia says she uses eyeshadow to color. And again, if you use eyeshadow, you will want to seal it. You can seal it with something as simple as hairspray if you want, or you can get an art spray fixative. I think I talked about that last week, that if you're using a product that isn't permanent, you may want to use a spray fixative. All right, let's see what else we need to do here. And I'm going to put this text upside down on purpose. Okay. Yeah, someone uses eyeshadow. I've used it in the past too. And I think I need some more on this piece. Don't y'all think? I think it's too plain. Too plain. So I'm going to get my stencils out here. Let me get a stencil out. I think I'll do that stencil on here. Get a blank piece of paper. Okay. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to lift this up. I'm going to lay this in my spray box. We're going to get some blue on top of that green. And let's get, I think this is true turquoise. Let's see if this is dark enough. It may not be. Yeah, I think I need a little bit darker. This is Tattered Angels Glimmer Mist, and make sure you shake it. Shake it good. Shake it like a Polaroid. Is that what they say? And I do sell my stencils. Those are sold in my shop, and I love using them with the Glimmer Mist. Who knows that song that I just said? Shake it like a Polaroid. Oh yeah, that'll give it a nice darker. And then I'm going to take another piece of paper. This is how I get my mop-up pages, by laying them on top of the stencil. Shake it, shake it. So that kind of gives a little bit more texture. You like that texture? Unfortunately, I do know that song. Well, it was really popular. It's probably better than me reciting Fuzzy Wuzzy was a bear, Fuzzy Wuzzy had no hair, Fuzzy Wuzzy wasn't fuzzy, was he? I love Glimmer Mist. You know, it was one of those products when I first saw it. I was like, you've got to be kidding me. That's so expensive to be able to spray stuff. And I'm like, couldn't I make my own? And I tried making my own. And it actually cost me more because the sprayers would clog. I couldn't get the mixtures right. So finally I was like, forget it. And then I became a design team member. And I was like, oh my gosh, I love this stuff so much. Isn't that just adding that on there, change the covers, because here's what it was. Oh, I got a mess, but without it and with it. Baby shark. Oh gosh. I finally saw a video about that. I was like, what in the world? Yeah, Kim, sometimes you can find glimmer mist at Tuesday morning. And I'll just tell you this, those are special colors that only Tuesday morning gets. You can't go back and order a brand new bottle of those. So if you find them, snag them up and use them because they're a limited edition, if you will. All right, so I've glued down this piece. I've got another piece I'm going to put on top, and then I'm going to kind of mat this here. What do you think? Does that look good, everybody? Oh, Paul, I'm so glad you're watching. Robin says she hoards her Tuesday morning glimmer mist. Oh, I'm sorry you don't get that store, Ellen. You know, I'm surprised they haven't put them online yet with Tuesday morning saying that you could buy stuff. We even have the ability here in the US to buy clearance stuff at Goodwill online. You make I don't think you have to go pick it up, but you can order stuff or you have to pay shipping. So now I'm just putting some glue on the back side. We're going to stick this down right here. And I think I'm going to put this right here. I'm trying to keep the cover really simple, and that way I don't have to worry about things catching. Yeah, you know, Robin, I've noticed that if I don't go very often, but when I go to my Tuesday morning and if I decide to go back a couple days later, it's like the stock has completely changed. I'm like, wow, what happened to all this stuff? What do you think, y'all? You like the orange and blue mix? I know colors, y'all. Yeah, you know, I was going to do a 30 days of thankfulness, and I was looking at an autumn kit, and I was trying to decide. And then when Norilla messaged me that she had already made these little elements for somebody else that had requested them, I was like, oh my gosh, that's exactly what I'm looking for. So it worked out perfectly. Carrie says she thinks it needs some bling. Well, I could probably put some bling on there. Let's see what we could find that would work. Let me think. Let me think what I have. Oh, I know what I can do. Let's stamp on top of this, and I'll stamp this butterfly, and we'll do gold embossing. What do you think, y'all? That'll be in gold embossing, gold glitter embossing. I could also add more autumn colors. Yeah, you're right. I like the glitter. I think the glitter is this is gonna work. Yeah, I like this color combo, Norel. I think you did really well. I like that you had the green, the yellow. I'm just inking up. The green, the yellow, the blue, the orange in this little kit. So we're just going to stamp right across here. Find my little. All right. And then I'm just going to put some glitter embossing powder on here. Like so. So the other extra glitter will blow off when I'm done. Oh, you love, I love embossing. Now remember that if you're going to do a whole bunch of embossing, you want to protect your nose, your breathing, because there's fumes that come off of this and the little particles fly around in the air. So if you have allergies really bad, like I do, I highly recommend that you get one of these little face masks. Can you see that in the package? And wear that so that you don't worry about breathing in the embossing powder fumes. So that's what I do if I'm going to do a bunch. Like I did a bunch of wedding invitations, and I also did thank you cards for somebody. I made 150 wedding invitations that were all embossed. It took me forever. All right, so I've just got my heat tool. I went ahead and started it away from the camera just so it can start heating up. And you can start to see here in just a moment that this will be heating up and melting that powder on there. My stinky little bunny rabbit, Elijah says. Oh, gosh. I'm waiting on it to emboss. Come on, work faster. It is glitter embossing powder. Glitter embossing powder. Yeah, Carrie, I try to say that anytime I'm embossing now because a lot of the products on the market, the older stuff, they didn't really worry so much about what we were melting, I guess. A lot of the newer stuff now, you can read to find out if it's toxic or not. Come on. And I just use a Versamark ink pad. And I'm trying to get this. Come on. There's one side that just isn't melting yet. Oh, yes, Kitty. I am going to visit her on Wednesday about the stamps. Kitty is asking about stamps from Beeline Designs. I've showed them on my channel in the past, and I am going to meet with her so that I can get on her wholesale list, and that way I can start sharing them. You have to use a heat tool to get that on there. All right, so once it's cool, what I'll do is I'll just take, I think it's cool enough, and just wipe off that excess glitter. And I have glitter everywhere. What do you think? Can you see that? You see the glittered butterflies? And there's still some loose embossing, loose glitter. It's all over. This will be one of those that every time I pick it up, I'm going to have glitter on me. You're very welcome. So see, that's just something simple. You could also do foil on here as well. All right, so there's our cover. Let's see here. Yeah, it'll fall off. I'm not worried about the loose stuff. And it does. Glitter, it just makes me happy, I think. I don't know. So I've got my journal pages, and I think I'm going to go ahead and bind this together and decorate it as I go. Okay. So I'm going to line these up from top to bottom. All my pages are lined up. Oh, yeah. Check out my 12 Days of Christmas from 2017. Naomi says she foils everything now because of that, because I did some foiling in there. I forgot about that. You know, it's amazing how much I have done in a year. I have over 475 videos on YouTube, y'all. I have a lot. I don't know. I'm thinking about it, Robin. I'm thinking about doing the 12 days again. I've got to get everything mapped out. For those of you that don't know, I'm also working on a subscription box that I was hoping to have them samples today to share everybody, but I don't have it yet. But I'm hoping to have a subscription box. Probably I'll have it either the October 31st or November 1st. I'll do a video sharing about it, and then you can start purchasing. It'll be pre-order and will ship in December. All right, so I make templates and then I save my templates. So anytime I make a journal, this one's not quite tall enough, but I make a journal, and if I have to make a special template for it, I will save the template. Okay, so I don't have to recreate every time. And this one should be tall enough. It is. Okay. Yes, I'll be selling it in my store, Kitty. It'll be in my store, even though I'm going to have items from Calico Collage, and I will have a stencil. I will have Tattered Angels Glimmer Mist, and also Canvas Corp Brands will be doing physical printing of some items. So, Norella wants to know what exactly is the 12 days of Christmas in the crafting community? Yeah, these are Norella's pages here, as well as these images here. And the 12 days of Christmas that I did was 12 different projects that were just small. I think there was a journal. I don't even remember. It was a year ago. Y'all have slipped since then. The mushrooms are part of the Autumn, Simply Autumn collection. Maybe Norella can share that again. Okay, so I've got my template here, and I always write top. And whenever you're punching multiple signatures, you always want to make sure you know where your top is, okay? All right, so I'm going to line this up in my center of my spine. I've got a piece of fun foam here, and I have my Tim Holtz craft pick. Yeah, we did use a bunch, didn't we? I forgot about that we used them for swaps that we had. You know, Robin, why don't we get together tomorrow and talk about some swap events that we want to do in December / through January so that they can watch the 12 Days of Christmas, and maybe we can figure it out, okay? Yeah, you have to be careful using a heat gun. You do not want to burn things. I have tutorials that also show about embossing. So if you have questions and you want to know more about stamping and embossing, you can send me a message or you can comment when this video is over and I will share the link. Or you can just go to my channel and search Linda Israel embossing, and you'll be able to see that. So I just poked 3 holes in there. Are we all following along? Yeah, I'll pre-record my messages too. Okay, perfect, Robin. Perfect. Yay, Naomi, I'm so glad. So that way if we did it together, we won't have to, I don't have to do all 12 videos. I think we did every other day is what we did. All right, so I'm getting out my wax linen thread and a needle. And so whenever I'm doing the pamphlet stitch, so I'll do 1, 2, and 3. Carrie, you're asking about the fun foam. I get the 3mm. So that's the 3mm. I don't know if I have, here it is. Thickness. And that's what I've used. You can also use a foam book. You could use an old book that you don't like anymore. You don't have to. This was a leftover from a project that I had. See you later, Norella. Thanks for coming by. And Amazon has some foam. You don't need very much. You can also glue pieces together. I just do it so that when I push through, I don't end up making a mark on my table or scrapping it up. Okay. Yes, Naomi is collecting the names. So far, we have 52 people on the list. And if you want to have the opportunity to win one of these tags, make sure that you say hello so that Naomi can put you on the list, okay? All right, so I'm going to do a pamphlet stitch. I'm going to start in the middle. We're going to go up to the top. You want to make sure that you don't pull your tail through. Don't lose your tail. All right. Hello, everybody. I'm so glad you're here. Hi, Michelle and Regina and Patricia and Christina. You can use recycle foam from packaging. And feel free to share this video if you have friends that might like what we're doing here today and talking about the 30 days of thankful. I'm glad that you like the idea. So, hey, Rosemary, I'm so glad you're here. Felix says you'll be a minx if you lose your tail. Yes, Michelle just won on Facebook. Congratulations, Michelle. I'm so glad you won. And if you have won or you do win, please make sure that you message me your mailing address. And I keep the little strings. Sometimes when I make a little bitty journal, that comes in handy. It also comes in handy for pulling the tails of ribbon through a tag hole. You could win one of these tags. All right, so there is, for all intents purposes, my journal, okay? Oh, I notified her that she won from the last event. So glad you said hi. Well, then you're entered, Mariana. All right, so here is my cover of my journal, and then we've got the right inside the front page here. We've got a pocket, but let's add something to this. So let's see here. Do I want to do that? I'm trying to decide what I want to add. Oh, here we go. 30 days of thankful. And I'm just going to put that right here on the bottom. Sorry, I'm not in camera shot for y'all. 58 names. Woohoo! All right, so I'm just going to take, these were fussy cut words that are part of the 30 days of thankful. And so I used my electronic cutter, my Silhouette, to cut them out because I didn't want to sit there and hand do all those. Thank you. And we're going to put that right here. That's just one of those Samsung watches. I need to get some more watch bands. I had colorful watch bands with my old model. And when my old model died, I got a new watch, but the bands didn't fit. So I need to buy some more bands, but I'm saving my money because poor Hercules has been sick. He has an ear infection. I had to take him to the vet today so that they could see what he needed. I think I'm going to leave this page blank because I put more pages than I needed in here. And what I may do when I get my 30 days of thankful, I may end up making these where I can print them and attach them and then write around them. I hope he feels better too. I'm really worried about him. He tried to bite me yesterday when I touched his face. He was not having me touch his face. Okay, so this page is pretty plain. So let's see. I've got a little stamp here. It's a little birdie. I'm just going to stamp that on here like so. And then let's add some color to this. Let's see what we can do to add some color. I think what I want to do is get a blank sheet of paper here. And I'm going to use, I've got some yellow baseboard. Yeah, just use Word or whatever software you have to make blank lines. It's not really that hard. You just kind of play with it. So I'm just misting that just a little bit, and it's messy. Hello, is it me you're looking for? Oh, the 30 page, that is part of the 30 days kit from Calico Collage. And the link is in the description box. So see, that just added a little bit of color to that page. Just simply. So you don't have to have a stencil. We just sprayed some on there. All right, so there isn't, I don't know, I can write on this page, but I think what I want to do is I want to paste a little image on here, and then I can write around the outside edge. What do y'all think? That one was a plain Jane baseboard, also from Tattered Angels Glimmer Mist baseboard. So basically, it's just a pigment. It doesn't have glitter in it, and it's leaking everywhere. I think I need a new sprayer on it. Messy. It isn't art unless you get messy. Yeah, Patricia, you can do that. Scan the line paper so you can even draw your own lines and then photocopy that. Take a ruler and just draw some lines. That's if you need lines. That's up to you. Oh, I forgot to put distress ink around the edges. I hate it when I do that. I get to talking and I forget. When my husband comes home, I have to get off of here because we have dinner plans with his parents tonight. Or if he messages me and says I need to come get him because I think his truck's getting worked on. Yeah, you can do calligraphy words. You want me to keep singing? Let's see. We'll put this right here. So that'll just give a little pop of color next to this yellow so it kind of plays together. What do you think? Lionel Richie? Love the butterflies. Yeah, that butterflies is some of my favorites too. I like that. Okay, so there's a little bit going on here and trying to glue on top of acrylic paint so it takes a little bit more effort. That's why I sew a lot. I don't have to worry about the glue sticking. All right, Lionel Richie. Yeah. So this one we can write up here. And I'll probably, as I'm journaling through this month, I'll probably, some of these that I don't use today, I'll put on here like that. Would be cute right there across the top, don't you think? I love the leaves that I found in my stash. So, let's see. I will be sharing the 30 days, but we need to talk about and what we want to do next week. So let me know what you want to do next week. Well, Carrie is saying that her glimmer mist clogged for the very first time. And sometimes it just happens, especially if you've been using it for a while and the glimmer is settling at the bottom and you've still got a whole bunch left. So here's what you can do. You can take apart the sprayer. So you take off this sprayer here, let me find one. I know I have one that I did this last week. I know I did this last week. Oh, here we go. Nope, it's got stuff in it. I don't want to do one that's full, and I think I used my bottle. Here we go. So take your sprayer, take off the lid, take off the top portion, and then get a pair of pliers and pull this piece out. Take all of those and soak them in warm to hot water, meaning you can put your hand in the water. It's not too hot, okay? If it's too hot to put your hand in, then it's too hot for the plastic. Let that clean. And then what you can do is take a needle, a really sharp needle, and clean out the sprayer hole and then put it back together and see if it works. If it doesn't work, more than likely it's just a bad sprayer and it's clogged, and the best thing you can do is order new sprayer units from Tattered Angels. Let's see. Oh, wow, you have horse races at the Melbourne Cup next week. Oh, that'll be awesome. And what else? Someone says, not frozen here. And Mariana says, let it go. Let it go. Hey, I'm so glad to have you here from Scotland. Okay, Tartanza creates. I can't say it. All right, so someone said we need a little bit of blue on here, and I just happen to have a little strip of paper. What do we want to do? Maybe I'll spray that. That's what I'm going to do. I'm just going to take this and let's get another piece of paper here just to keep from this. I'm just adding a little bit of blue, kind of splattering it. 60 people are in the drawing now. That's awesome, y'all. So we got a little bit of blue there. And let's see. Oh, I've got another butterfly stamp. Let's stamp that. And maybe if I have, let me see what I have. I have a dark blue here, I think. Does that one work? That might work. Yeah, that's more teal. Let's try this one. It'll be really faint across the bottom. So those of you that are watching, if you haven't said something in the chat, you want to do that. Naomi's recording your names so that I can do a drawing. Okay. All right. Okay, thank you so much, Naomi. I use a Sharpie when I write. It is a no bleed Sharpie pen, and I'm able to write on just about any surface. You want to make sure it's dry, but once it's dry, you can write on there. Yeah, you can buy new sprayer units, Carrie. Don't you think you're just adding a little bit of blue on there and a little bit of sparkle, okay? Alrighty, so let's flip the page over. So we got some blue and yellow on this side. And I think this pocket is the right size that I can just glue this down. What do you think? Oh, your Sharpie pen doesn't write? Well, is it because you're in Australia and everything's upside down? Oh, thank you so much, Lydia. You know, Carrie says she uses gel pens. Not over stuff. It's not able to work for you. It works for me. And it just must be the way, I don't know, because I don't have, this is paint. So I'm writing right over the top of it. And I love the Sharpie pen. So it's just a Sharpie no bleed pen. Maybe I need to send you one. All right, so I put some distress ink around that. I think I'm going to add the little butterfly images down here. And this, again, is from the 30 days. You like jelly pens. That's good, Jules. What kind do you like? What brand do you get? Do you just get cheapo jelly pens that you find at the local store? Or is there a certain brand that you prefer? All right, so we got that stuck down. And I've got a little dragonfly stamp. So let's put a little dragonfly stamp on here. So I'm just using some black permanent ink. Let's put that right there. How's that? And then I got it out, but I haven't used it yet. I have these stamps that say like grateful and thankful and gratitude. It says gratitude is an action word. I'm so glad we have so many people from all over the world here. It's amazing. This is an old stamp set. I haven't even used this one, apparently. It's stuck really well. All right. One time I pulled a stamp and it tore. I was not happy. But I was able to kind of piece it back together. All right, so we're going to stamp this on the top of this other page over here. These funky type words are neat. I like the shape of them. They're kind of neat. I always save them whenever I see stuff like this, especially if I can get it on sale or clearance or whatnot. Yes, you can also use them in backgrounds. You're exactly right. So gratitude is an action word. What do you think of that? I mean, doesn't that just make the page? We didn't do a whole heck of a lot. All right, so we put the gratitude there. Let's do this. Let's put this little fox. What do you think of him? Isn't he cute? We'll put him in the corner down here. The brand of the words, now these are old, okay, Christina? These are from Inka Dinka Doo, and they were 98624 is the number. Ink-a-dink-a-doo. So you can probably do a search and you may find somebody that has them on sale, or maybe there's some on eBay, but they're really old. I just grab what I have. I'm not one of those that has to have the brand new stuff. I'll wait till it goes on sale. You know, Naomi's saying that her Sharpie doesn't work. Is it an actual Sharpie brand, Naomi? Because it could be. That's the reason. All right, what do you think? So we have a little fox down here in the corner. Is that ad? You like the fox? Okay. Ah, so you're not using Glimmer Mist, Naomi. What are you using? Because I was able to write over acrylic paint with that. All right, so we put that there. So, and I love this color of my page that I made. Let's add a little fox. We don't want to, let's do this. Oh, yeah, let's do this one. We'll put that one here. What do you think? Does that kind of pop out a little bit? And then I have one that's the same print so that we get a little sentiment and then we have something to write on. Distress pays. You know, I have not tried distress sprays. I'll have to see what it looks like. Hey, Joanne, so glad to have you here. You can mix acrylic paint with water and make your own mists. I have done it. You have to, word of caution, use up what you made in a batch and clean out your sprayers when you're done, because it has a tendency to clog up. I have not done a 12 days of Christmas themed journal, Melissa. I just did the 12 days of Christmas projects. That might be a fun one to think about doing. I know. I'm lazy too, Naomi. I'm lazy too. That's why I like products that are ready to go, ready to use. Yeah. Oh my gosh. Oh, how do you highlight your name? Well, if you want to hit the little $ at the bottom, and any money that you put into that will highlight your name and big, and whatever message you want to put with it will be displayed for a long time in the feed. Austin says he's losing his mind. I'm making an oil paint palette look used for my Bob Ross Halloween costume. Why didn't I just paint a picture off of it? Because when it then it would actually be used. Oh my word. Yeah, well, you could use it on your gel press, Austin. Get your gel press out and then push the plate into your gel press, and then it'll have paint all over it. See, Kitty put $2 up and her name is in big blue letters now. Thank you so much, Kitty. I greatly appreciate it. How does that looking? We're just adding a little bit here and there. And I'm trying to make sure that I have space to write something down. I don't have to do a whole page. I just want to be able to write whatever that thankful prompt is, okay? All right, so what do we want to put over here? Oh, I know what. Also in this journal kit from Calico Collage, she made what they call faux washi tapes. So you just print them on copy paper and it'll be rather thin so you can use them in your journal. And I think what I'm going to do is, let's see here. Do I want to do that? Oh, let's do this one. What do you think? Just kind of put thankful, thankful, thankful across the top. So I'm going to take this and go across here, and then I'm going to get a pair of scissors. Snippy, snippy, snippy. snip that free, and then we'll get some distress ink on there. So basically, she's just created an image and I printed it on copy paper, and I'm going to use glue to glue it down, but it kind of gives you the remnants look of washi tape, like washi tape is across there. Yeah, they'd also make great belly bands if you printed them out of a heavier paper or layered them on a lot of paper, because I did it on text weight, so my belly band would break. Hey, Stacy, so glad to have you here. Naomi is doing a fabulous job of taking everybody's name so that I can do the number generator here in a few minutes and say who's the winner. What do you think of that? So let's see what else we want to put on here. Do I want the little birdie stamp in the corner? What do you think? Little birdie in the corner? Yeah, you can paint on adhesive paper as well. Some people buy sticky paper and make those. A masking tape. Yes, Deanna, that's awesome. Use masking tape as well. Like the little birdie there. Is that looking good, y'all? Oh, yeah, sunflower would be good. I've got one here. So let's do... Now, we'll save it for the next page. Let's turn the page. I think that for now is pretty good because it's giving me some space to write. Ooh, transparent sticky paper. That sounds like fun. All right, so let's see. I think we need some blue glimmer mist here. What do y'all think? Just a little bit. So basically, I'm just showing you that you still can use your sprays on the page even after you put your journal together. I just mask things off. All right, I think we're going to want to use that guy there. And I think I'm going to put this one down here. What are you thinking, everybody? Oh, and I have some washi tape laying here. I have some actual washi tape. So let's distress this. 64 names. I like sunflowers too. My husband doesn't care for them that much. I want to grow some great big ones again. I had some several years ago that I grew in our backyard, and I loved them. And he was like, "Nah, I'm over them. I don't like them that much." I'm like, "They're so sunny and happy." What do you think? All right, so then I've got some washi tape. I'm just going to put a little washi tape on the bottom here, just for interest, okay? Just for interest. And then, oh, let's do this. Life's most beautiful things are not seen with the eyes, but felt with the heart. And we'll put that right here. Put that right there. Like that. What do you think? Are we cooking with gas now? Oh, lemons. I have some lemons on some plates. My brother used to work at Pier 1 Imports, and they had this lemon and olive pattern plate, and they went on clearance, and he bought a set for me because I desperately needed new dishes back then. And since then, I went into a secondhand store and found a whole bunch more. And so now I have enough place settings to feed about 20 people. I'm not putting pockets throughout this journal because I really don't plan on adding things to it that need a pocket. My idea is I just want to journal in here. All righty, let's see. Let's put, well, here we go. We're going to put I'm thankful for at the top. Pier 1 Airpoints is a great store. I haven't been there since my brother quit working there. I don't need any stuff. Aw, Austin, that's so sweet. And maybe someone will actually know who I am by next year. Yes, Robin, it is a dangerous store for sure. I don't know if you noticed, this is one of my gel prints, and I just left a little bit of white space at the top, and I'm okay with it. Okay? It's okay. What do y'all think? Is that looking good? If not, Austin can inform them. What Austin will need to do is carry around a tablet queued up to one of my videos. And so he could just say, I'm pretending to be her. Yeah, this is a perfect kind of journal, to relax and reflect. That's what I want y'all to consider doing. We make these junk journals, we give them away or we sell them. Make one for yourself and write things in it, okay? All right, so this page set's kind of plain, isn't it? So I think what I'm going to do, I'm going to try, let's see how this was going to work. If I put this in my spray box, no, it's too big. So it pokes out the side. My box needs to be just a little bit bigger. All right, so we're going to try this. I'm going to put a piece of scrap paper here. And believe it or not, I used to do this all the time. I made altered books. And so we would take pages out of the book. We would just paint on them. I did all kinds of stuff in those altered books. All right, so I think we need a little orange. You like the layout? I've got, let's do this orange. All right, so I've got Italian Sunset. It's a lighter orange. And then I'm going to take a little bit of this yellow that probably will leak, but okay. And then let's get a piece of paper and mop up. Oh, that's a good one, Naomi, with the cowgirl theme. I know she's going through themes. Cowgirl Collage is adding planner kits to her shop, all based off of existing kits. What do you think of that? Isn't that lots of beautiful color? They will reactivate with water. They're permanent somewhat. It depends on what you're spraying it on. But if you want it to stay permanent, spray it with a spray fixative, and then it won't come up. And I showed this before. Let me grab the can. It's behind me here. You can spray it with a workable fixative, and that will make it permanent, and you can still work on top of it, okay? You're very welcome. I try to share as much knowledge as I can. All right, so since we don't have a lot on both pages, I'm going to use one of these to go across the two pages. What do you think? Across the top there? Or should we put it at the bottom? Let's put it at the bottom. Put it down here at the bottom. All right, I'm reading the chat. Well, thank you, Deborah. Here recently, I've been so busy, I haven't spent a lot of time making a whole journal in a setting. I've been working on workshops. For those of you that don't know, I have a workshop with Canvas Corp brands. And I have a video that talks about that workshop and the kit that you can get. It's an online series. You get a physical kit from Canvas Corp brands, and then you'll have my tutorials online to go through. And I know that they have kits ready to go. And if you're interested in that, just leave me a message that you want to know more about it. It's $50 for the workshop with the kit. And I don't know if they charge shipping. It may not be. If you're outside the US, they may need actual shipping. I'm glad you like my work, Barbara. So glad to have you here. Oh, Austin, I didn't even know you were live. I guess I'm not getting notifications for some reason. I'll have to do that. All right, so you liking that? So let's do the butterfly. These butterflies, I didn't do those earlier, and I forgot to clean it afterwards, because when you use embossing ink, you want to clean off your stamp or it's sticky. So I've cleaned that off, and I'm going to get my ink pad. My desk is becoming a disaster zone. I do not sell the mist in my shop. I have it in, you can get it from Canvas Court Brands. I am considering selling some mists in my shop. And in fact, part of my Winter Bliss subscription box, there will be Tattered Angels, and those will be listed in my shop. Hey, Teresa, so glad to have you here. Sorry, Austin. You know, I do not sit at my computer and watch all the notifications. I will leave my phone in the other room. I will come into my studio space and I will create. And my husband will be like, I sent you a message. And I'm like, okay, was it life or death? So did you die? Was it that important? We'll survive. All right, so let's put something over here. Oh, we have this. How about this leaf? What do you think of that leaf over there? Kind of goes with the colors, don't you think? Or should we do this one? Oh, let's do that one. So yeah, I don't spend a lot of time on my computer when I don't have to, because I get sucked in. You know, I'm on all social media, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, Patreon. And so if people send me messages, then I reply to those. And if I post something and people put a comment, I reply to those, because I want to be part of the community, but I don't have the time to sit in every group and read every message. I hardly even go to the news feed on Facebook. Yeah, Robin, right? She says, oh, good Lord, if I sat the computer waiting for YouTubers I follow, I'd never leave my desk. So Naomi's asking, her son is pretty much blind. What would you make him in books? How would you add Braille? You know, I have a Braille book. Believe it or not. Check out, I don't know if you have them there, Naomi, but check out used book sales. And maybe you can find some that'll have the Braille and you can cut out the stories and put them in there. Another thing to do is just texture. I don't know, can he see color as well? It is a lot, Deborah, isn't it? Okay, so yeah, if he can see color, I would start using fabric, and I would make like, oh, I'm trying to get the words out. Oh, I mean, even putting a piece of bubble wrap, you know, it's texture. You can paint on it because this is from a gel press, and you can put that in there. And if he can see any words, whatever, or maybe you just have words so that if he can see them, he can associate with them, you know, about texture and color and light and whatnot. Okay. So that I would just put texture. I would add lots of texture. And if you're going to teach him to write, then I would make the pages big enough so that he can practice writing. Because even though he's blind, he should practice writing. You know, I don't know if you can emboss Braille. That's something to look at. You might want to see if there's some Braille stamps out there. And then you can stamp that and emboss it and it would be raised. That might be something to try. I know that you have the Cricut. I know the Silhouette makes a stamp making machine. So you can make your own stamps, but you could also probably find a place online that delivers to Australia that may be able to make a stamp. Mariana says in Braille embossing folders. You know, embossing folders would also give texture that he could fill on the page to kind of get him used to that tactile thing. Hey, Cheryl. Hey, Dawn. I see. Who else am I missing? All right. Okay, so we're at 5:03. And I have a few pages left, but I think we're getting along pretty good here. You liking it so far? So here, when I sprayed on this side, it kind of shows through on this side. This is what I love about Tattered Angels. I like that it can go through the page and just adds a little more interest here. Okay, so now I hate to cover that up. But here's what I'll do. No. Oh yeah, this is a piece that I printed on two sides and just so happened it came together. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to washi tape this onto the page, and then that way it can be flipped back and forth in case I need more writing space on that day. What do you think? I don't know why I put Distress ink on that side. You're not gonna be able to see it. You like the leaf? That's part of the Simply Autumn digital kit from Calico Collage. Okay, so I think what I'm gonna do is put this right here, and I've got some washi tape. Glad to have you here. Yeah. Yeah, you know, we have to realize in this world that there are lots of ways to do things and learn about life. And if we can expose people to a little bit of compassion and learning how to work with others, and I know he's still rather young, but I'm a firm believer you just don't completely treat them like they're, you know, incapable of stuff. Yeah, they're going to have limitations, but if there's a will, there is a way for so many things. So it's good that you're already thinking about that. You're already thinking about texture and using things for teaching tools. That's great. Yeah, I mean, you should be able to make your own journal. I agree, Robin. We're just doing something really simple here, just so you'll have a place to write your thoughts and be able to share what you think about being thankful and who you're thankful for. I think I'm not going to do anything on this page. I think I'm going to leave it. And it kind of matches the washi tape here. So these two pages are already pretty much decorated, so I'm going to leave them like they are. I may end up adding stuff to them later when I go to journal, you know. Enjoy your dinner, Austin. I'll be getting off here soon. All right. $68 names. Wow. Oh, you know what? Don't worry about screwing it up. That's something that I want you all to realize. You know, I'm using paper that anybody else would have thrown away. If you mess up, put another piece of paper over the top of it. It doesn't have to be absolutely perfect. If you enjoy it, if you're able to use it for the function that you want it to be, just go for it and just do it. Try not to be negative about it. Say, I can do this. This is going to be fun. I'm going to enjoy this. Oh, well, that dropped paint. I got a splatter here. No big deal. I'm going to make that part of it, okay? And just exactly, Philippe, there's no screw up in a junk journal. It's whatever you want. I use 3. This is called a pamphlet stitch, Christina. And if you'll do Linda Israel pamphlet stitch, I have another tutorial that's really short that you can see how I put it together. It's really quick. And there's really no right or wrong in creativity. Exactly. All right. So let's see what we can put over here. I think I'm going to add, I got another of these sunflowers. Oh, here we go. It's not happy people who are thankful. It's the thankful people who are happy. What do you think? We should put that right there in the corner. What do you think? You like that? It's a good saying, Urban. I like it. That's good. I'm a firm believer if you decide you're going to be happy, you can be happy. Sure, you may have moments where you don't feel like being happy, but the old saying is fake it until you make it. Smile anyway. Tell others that you care about them. Share happiness with others. Of course, you don't want to rub it in their face. That's not what you're doing, but you're just smiling and sharing and wishing people that they can be happy. Joy is a choice. Agreed. Very much so. What do you think? You liking that? I'm loving the colors together. All right, so here we got another page. I think I'm going to spray this one too. What do y'all think? So we'll just put, that's right. You got to fake it till you make it. Be positive. And if you have negative people in your life, honestly, other than giving them compassion and being friendly when you're with them, if they are sucking the life out of you, cut ties, period. I have done that with so many people in my life. I was like, life is too short. I don't need this negativity. And so I just don't let it happen. I don't talk to them. And honestly, people will say, well, how can you do that? They're family. I said, if they are bringing you down and their negativity is giving you anxiety and making you unhappy, you do not need them in your life. And I don't even talk to my own biological father. Okay. Exactly. Everyone's responsible for their own feelings. I do not have to worry about what everybody else is feeling. I do what I want to do. And boundaries are good. Exactly. I'm liking this. Okay, I think I need a little bit of this blue. There we go. I just need a little bit, didn't it? It is sad. I know. I know that. But at the same time, life's way too short for me to be around a man who's been married 5 times and divorced, or his wife committed suicide. So who needs that kind of negativity in their life? I don't need any part of that. And I've done my best. I've reached out to them, and then he does really unkind things. And so I'm like, okay, I don't need any part of that. And I understand if you don't. I'm thankful that I had a good relationship with my mom before she died, and I was able to talk to her, and I miss her a lot. And I have other people in my life that I can feel good about being around. Yeah, it's hard when you have a family member who's toxic. It really is. What do you think, y'all? How are we doing here? Oh, I'm sorry about that, Deanna. And there, other people, they have things going on in their world that they need to get straight. And again, I can't be everybody's mom per se and try to baby them through things, unless that's going to be your goal in life, and you can be quite miserable doing that. All right, I think we need the birdie over here. What do y'all think, y'all? You liking this? No, you're good. I'm so glad you're listening, Melissa. That's right. I still love him and I wish him the best, but I don't think it's my responsibility to basically entertain him and see him all the time. You like that stencil? Yeah, this is the Moroccan stencil that I have in my shop. You liking it? Liking the way that looks? I like the fact that the bands from when I used this in the spray box kind of made this come across both pages. What do you think? I'm glad, Deborah. I'm so glad. Yeah, only be listening. Don't be driving and watching the video. Get to your destination and be safe. All right, so we got another page that's kind of blank on this side. So I'm kind of stuck with the stencil. I really like it, so I'm just going to keep using it. So I'm going to cover up that side. Put this over here. And let's see. I think we need some orange. Oh, wait. We've already got orange on that side. So I'm going to do the blue this time. So make sure I go all the way across. Then I got another shade of blue. Oh, that's terrible when they get in a huge argument. I get it, though. I really do. I have sympathy. I understand. You have to pick your battles and what's important in your life. And what might be good for me may not be good for you. So do what makes you happy. All right, so we got a little bit of some greens going on there. I think I need this sunflower on top. What do you think? Yeah, see, that's why I like those colors. I like the Moroccan colors. All right, so I think there is always something to be thankful for. I'm going to put that over here. What do you think? So we're getting a little bit of the different colors on here. All right, well, we're getting closer and closer to the end here. So I'm going to try to go really fast. So at least I can say that I finished it before Henry gets home. You like it? Hello, Mark. I'm so glad you're here. You like this color? Yeah, it's just a fun color palette. It's kind of fall without being that brown and burgundy and dirt colors. Oh, good. I'm glad you're going to try it. Awesome. I'm so glad that you're going to try that, follow along and do the 30 days of thankfulness. And I'm sure I'm not the only one that'll be doing it. So I haven't figured out what the hashtag will be yet. And it may just be 30 days, 30 DAYS of OF thankful. Okay, I think I need a dragonfly. Yeah, we need a dragonfly here, don't you think? Let's kind of put another one. Let's put one down there. What do you think? See, a 6x6 cover and some pages. That's perfect. That is perfect, Ellen. Great job. I think I'm going to put the birdie over here. Sunflowers and dragonflies. There. Okay. Turn the page. All right. I've got this thankful stamp. Great gratitude stamp, I think. Or grateful stamp. I don't remember which one it was. I'm going to use that one. Thank you, Mark. Thank you, thank you, thank you. There we go. I think I've got one of these, and that can go there. What do you think? It kind of blends into the page just a little bit. Birds love sunflower seeds. You got it. They love them a lot. So do the squirrels. Oh my goodness. I had a squirrel on my feeder the other day. The birds were all squawking at it. All right. Let's see. What else can I tell you? Hey, Susan. That squirrel was a mess. Oh, and then I had bees. Oh my gosh, the bees in my backyard have been going crazy because it's the end of the season. So they're trying to find a little bit of food to keep them going, you know. And they were all over my hummingbird feeders, and the hummingbirds have pretty much moved on. And so I decided to dump out the hummingbird food into a really shallow dish with some pebbles in the bottom. The bees and the wasps went absolutely nuts over it. They just had to have that sugar water. What do you think? My desk has no room either. It'll be full, and I need to record some videos. So when I get done, I have to clean it off so I can get it ready. What do you think? I like the color. I like the way my background looks here too. Love the page with the pumpkin on it. Yeah, because this is a photocopy of one of my other art pages that I made. This is a mixed media page that I photocopied over here on this side. I scanned it into my computer. This one is a gel print page. Just different techniques. 70 people have commented. Wow. I'm so glad that y'all came today. I'm almost done. I got a few more pages here, and then we'll wrap this up. So I didn't use these very much, so I think I'm going to use a big one. Let's see what I got here. This one is two-sided as well, so I think I'll put that there and put the sunflower on top. What do you think? Now, don't forget to say hi in the chat if you're just lurking and watching, so that you get in the drawing to win one of these tags, because I'm going to give away 2 of them before I get off here. And then you'll want to make sure that you message me soon, okay? You know, and I have a lap table too. I use it every once in a while to do crafts. All right, so I think I'm going to put this, I think I want it on this side. I'm going to rotate my page and put it kind of down at the bottom. It gives me a space to write if I want to add photos. What kind of things are you thankful for in your life? Maybe this will give me an idea for writing the rest of my prompts. You know, I'm thankful for my friends and my family. I'm thankful that my husband is so supportive. I'm grateful that my mom took the time to teach me a few things like cooking and doing my own laundry. I know people that don't have a clue. Thank you, Carol. You like that? Okay, so let's put something over here. Let's put this over here. What do you think? And that kind of gives that, you can still do the leaf. You got all that. Your pets, yes, your health and family. God and his love for me, and I can agree with that, is by his grace that I am who I am and where I am in life. Being able to work part-time and pay the bills, that's awesome. Your sweet dog. I'm almost there to making enough money. Henry is our breadwinner now since I've been home as an artist for well over, what is it, a year? Has it been 2 years yet? I'm still trying. So if there's anything you ever want, you let me know, because I have an Amazon links that I can get you if you want to order something off of Amazon. I think I'm going to use this stamp again. Life's most beautiful things are not seen with the eyes, but felt with the heart. Oh, and I know what else I can do. Because this is a pocket, I have a couple of these left over. I'll put some in the pocket, and we'll go back and put some in the other pocket. Aw, thank you. Thankful for coffee. Well, see, but that's also good. Maybe you have a favorite beverage that you're just thankful for because, you know, it keeps you going. When you order from Canvas Corp Brands, who is the home of Tattered Angels, in the message box before you place your order, just say, I found you because of Linda Israel. And that gives me brownie points. Now, in a couple of days, I'll have a few Tattered Angels listed in my shop. So you'll want to check that out. And I'll have videos coming up so you can see all about that. So I'm going to flip over here. Like that. And we'll put one up here. That. Okay. We're getting there. We're almost to the back of this journal. I've got some more little things here. Let's do this one. This is 30 Days of Thankful again. Kylie, I agree with that. Thankful for the love and support found in the art and craft community. You know, that's something that I have learned about crafters, that any kind of craft, it could be sewing, it could be quilting, it could be rubber stamping, it could be journal making. I have found, for the most part, some very wonderful, giving people. Sure, there's a few a-holes out there, and I just don't have them in my life. Arts and craft people are amazing. They are. Okay, what do you think? Just kind of keeping it. Now, this is the page that I fussy cut and put on here. So I think what I want to do is pick another one of these. Here we go. Count Your Blessings. I think that goes with that page. What do you think? You liking it? All right, I have to put it in high gear. We got just a couple pages left. So a junk journal doesn't have to have a lot of stuff in it. Just a little bit here and there if it makes you happy. Remember, our goal for this one is to be able to write. And I understand if you can't do fussy cutting, you could also rip it. Just take a pair, your hands and just tear it. That's another way to do it. I'm thankful my brain is still intact too. All right, I think, okay, this page, I think that page looks pretty good like it is. And I'm going to put, let's see here. Does that go? Oh, let's do the blue. What do you think? The blue on there? And then let's do this one down here. What do you think? Kind of pops of color. Speed round. I've got to hurry. My husband will be coming home saying, we got to go, Linda. And I'm like, but I can't. I haven't done the drawing yet. I don't know who the winner's going to be. Don't know who the winner's going to be. My biggest fear is that I go blind before I'm ready to go and get out of the crafting community. So I'm hoping that if I can continue to do things maybe by muscle memory, then I won't have to worry about not being able to see. And I have some friends that are legally blind. They can't drive, but I have a friend that does art. I have another one that writes. Like I said, if there's a will, there's a way. I may have to get giant magnifying glasses. What do you think? I am just getting old right now, but I have in my family, and Henry's family is too, degenerative, macular degeneration in the family. So I always worry about that. See, that's just one of those things I just worry, but I try not to worry too much because life's too short to worry about everything. All right, we're going to use this one. Okay, so this page is the amber. So I think we need to do blue over here. And we'll do a little bit of yellow. Yay! Like I said, I do know people who sing and who write. You just got to find a way. Can't let it get you down. Can't give up. Oh, I even like that it's splattered. Yeah, my glasses get stronger every time too, but I just do, right now I'm doing reading glasses. Can you see it? I go and buy reading glasses. My eye doctor said that I didn't have to get new glasses every time. But as I noticed that my eyesight was changing, to go ahead and just get the next level of glasses. All right, I think I'm going to put this one across the bottom. Like so. And we're almost done. Orange and blue. You like it, don't you? I think it just goes with what we're doing here today. I think, okay, we'll put this one here. Yeah. And I'll have a little bit left over. So if when I'm journaling, I decide I need more, I can add another journal card or two. I could add notebook paper, all kinds of stuff. You like blue with any color? You are very welcome. All right, so did I do anything on that page? No, I left it. I left this. So let's put something here. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to put all these extra pieces that I didn't use today in case I want them as I'm journaling. I'm going to put them in here. What do you think? Just adding a few things. Let's put this, the little fox, and we're going to put I'm thankful for on the back inside cover because you can always write on there too. Hey, April, pink-eyed bird. I'm so glad you're here. Hey. I don't think you've been to one of my live shows. I think you're always busy. So thank you. I feel honored. All my friends are showing up. Love y'all so much. You make me feel good. Like the fox, isn't he cute? All right, so let's put this down. And then Naomi's going to tell me again what our numbers are so that when I do the number generator, I can get the right one. I am making a journal to use for the first 30 days or next 30 days of November, showing 30 days of thankful using Calico Collage digital images. So there's the cover, y'all. Okay, so we'll just do a quick flip through. So there's a pocket here, and one of the images, I'm not in camera shot, let's get this way. One of the images from Calico Collages, 30 Days of Thankful. This one is from Simply Autumn. You like it? That's why I thought I'd share it live. And then every day in November, I will share a prompt, if you will, to write about. And I will show writing in my journal. My handwriting's terrible. We're about to the end. Yeah, I gotta draw the names here in just a moment. So there's the next page. So I've got it prepped. It's ready to go for me to write. And I love this little bird stamp too. Isn't it a nice stamp? It's just one I picked up at Inkadinkadoo. It's just a cute stamp. Used some pages from my gel printing, some mop-up pages. Used a Tattered Angels Glimmer Mist and chalkboard and a stencil that I made that I have in my shop. You like the leaf page, she said. That was back here. Yeah. You like it? So this one will flip over so we can write on either side. This is part of Calico Collage, Simply Autumn. It's the center of our journal. I used 9 pieces of paper folded in half so that I'll have 9 times 4. Who's the math genius? So I have 30 some odd pages to write. Just thankful. Got the butterfly. 36. Thank you, math. This one flips out too. There's a couple of pockets, but not very many because like I said, I plan to just write in this one. I am going to create an event on my Facebook page. And you can come to that Facebook page to see the prompts for the event. I think that's what I'm going to do. I'll also share it in all of my Facebook groups that I have. I'll also share it on YouTube and Twitter and Instagram and Patreon. All right, so let me get the number generator. How many did we have, Naomi? Last time it was 70 something. How many? Okay, so she's going to tell me how many names. And if you're still sitting here and you haven't commented, you have just a couple of seconds as I get this ready for her. Yeah, I'll share it on Instagram. I'll share it here. I'll also share it on Patreon. Huh. I got a math lesson. 76. Awesome. All right, so I'm giving away some tags. I've got this tag and this tag. I'm gonna get 2 names. She said we have 76, so I'm gonna put 76 in there, and I'm gonna hit enter, and it tells me the first person is number 15, which is Annika. And then let me do this again. Enter, and then number 42. Number 15 and then number 42. So Naomi will tell us who number 42 is. And Annika was the other winner. So number 15, Annika. So I will see Annika. And I'm going to also give you my Facebook page. So you can contact me through Facebook with your address. Robin, you won. You were number 42. That's awesome. That's twice that Robin's won. Awesome, Annika. Okay, if you'll message me with your address, I would greatly appreciate it. Robin says pick another person since she's won, so I'm going to do that. All right. So how about number 58, Naomi? Number 58. I picked another number. So Naomi, number 58. Awesome. So follow me on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. Oh, Philippe Feline Family. Yay! You won! Congratulations. Yay! That's awesome. So once I get your addresses, I'll mail those out. I've got a bunch to mail out tomorrow. So I will get those to you soon. Yay! Congratulations! So again, if you'll contact me with your mailing address, you can contact me through my Facebook just to send me a message there. So congratulations. All right. Well, I hope you follow along with the 30 days of thankful and that you'll see my posts. Like I said, I'll do some on YouTube. Some of them will be tutorials or shares, and some of them will be just a picture. Okay. You're very welcome. I'm glad you were here to watch, and I'm glad you liked it. I hope you enjoyed this. Thank you, Robin. Share my videos anytime you can watch, even if you're not actually physically watching. But if you just start the video, turn the sound off, walk away. I don't care. Watch my videos. If there's something that you're looking for that you plan to buy on Amazon, message me. I can give you a link and I get a little credit for that. If I'm sharing a video like today, I'll have things in my description box. If there's something that I use that you want, click on those links. Any vendor that I use, just say to that vendor, I found out about you from Linda Israel. Watch the ads too. Robin reminded me the ads do make a difference, so help anybody on YouTube. Watch the ads, let the show go, leave comments, share the video if you like the video or want other people to find it. It's that word of mouth thing. So if you're already there, just take a couple more steps. I know the ads are annoying. Turn the sound down. I'm so glad. I'm so glad. Thank you, Kylie, for being here. Thank you so much. And Kylie, I think you need to send me a message with your address. You won a drawing too. Ah. Oh, you want the link for the kits that we use? I can put that in there. Leave me a message. Yeah, you did, Kylie. I sent you a message on Facebook. Awesome. I'm so glad you made it here. Thank you for being here. And I hope you enjoy the 30 days challenge of writing things that you're thankful and gratitude. Okay, I'll do that. I'll send some links to Amazon. I've got a couple in the description box, but I can get you some more. Thank you. You are very welcome, Mark. Appreciate it, Angie. Thank you, Deborah. Oh, Patricia, everybody, I really appreciate y'all being here. You're very welcome. All right, we're getting off here. Hey, well, good, Robin. Have fun creating. You're very welcome, Mariana. Hugs and kisses. All right, well, it's time. You have to say, you have to hang up first, It's time for you to hang up now. Thank you, Kylie. Night, John Boy, Robin says. I already announced the winners here, Melissa, and it was Annika, and it was, I've already forgotten the other person. Oh, Philippe Feline Family. But I do it more in Facebook as well, so make sure you follow me. All right, you hang up, Robin. Good night, Safia. Good night, Deborah. Night, the kid with the freckles. I'm so glad you had fun, Safia. Thank you so much for being here. All righty. Well, I'm going to get off here. We're not quite 2 hours, 1 hour and 58 minutes. And by the way, if those of you ever want to watch some of the old ones, remember you can hit that gear in the lower right-hand corner and you can set it up to 2 times speed and fast forward through it if you want. Not pa, ma, pa, grandma, grandpa. Thank you, Cassidy. Thank you, Faye. Thank you so much. Love y'all. Y'all take care. It's time to hang up now. Wait, let me see if I can grab that link. I know I have some links to Amazon. So let's go here and open. And this is just going to be a random link that if you go to Amazon with this link, and even though you may not buy that item, anything else that you buy while you're on Amazon, I will get credit for it. So thank you for that. Good night, April. Bye-bye, Kylie. Bye, wherever you are. Oh, I'm just getting off here, Arabella. I'm sorry, but watch the replay. It'll be up in just a couple of minutes. That's what you want. There you go. I got you the link. Amazon. It's right there. I got it. Congratulations, ladies, for winning. And by the way, Arabella, you can hit the 2x speed and go faster. Oh, my link didn't work. Now I know what happened. Hang on. My link. I forgot. YouTube doesn't like shortened links. They have to have the full length. All right, so here's the giant link. So it'll go. All right. I am. I don't want to go to bed yet, right? Thank you so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. All right, I'm going to get off here. Maybe I can get a little bit of money. It'll pay for dinner, right? Thanks for being here. Thank you, thank you. Okay, I'm going to get off here. I'm hitting the button now. Bye. And look at all the glitter. I got to go wash my hands before I go to dinner. Love y'all. Bye. Bye-bye. I'm hitting the button now. Bye.